We're going live in 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you?
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to listen to this while doing laundry. My name's James. We got Kobe in the building. Kobe, say what's up. Kobe.
Who's Kobe?
You.
Andre, that's you.
I don't understand.
We always start with like a racist joke, you know.
I don't understand why that's racist. Kobe, because Kobe Bryant. I don't understand.
Oh my God, you ruined it every single time so far. Every time I introduce you, you always say that's racist. And now you ruined the streak.
Alrighty then.
And then we got Zach. Zach brought a Tinder date to Godzilla last night.
Oh, baby. Yo, what's good, James? What's good, Kobe? It's good to hear y'all from y'all again.
Yeah, you too. So let's start off with talking about how great that movie was.
Oh, yeah, Godzilla? Man, worth it. So worth it. You gotta go see it.
Yeah, Dondre was like just screaming top of his lungs every time Godzilla came up on screen.
I thought it was the worst movie I've ever seen in my whole life. I have noticed my downfall of art and culture. So I used to go to the Dallas Film Festival every year. I haven't been in the past 2 years. When I go to the movies, I only want to see action movies, and then I was dragged to Godzilla, and that was the final stone. Now I'm just loser like everyone else in the population that only goes to the movies to see dumb thing.
Oh my gosh. But that was okay with certain type of movies though, you know exactly what to expect. Like in this one, you don't go and expecting a story, you just go and like looking for the action, and that's exactly what you got.
Yep.
The
Just
action
big
made
monsters
no sense.
fighting big monsters.
Action made no sense. The storyline was very predictable and stupid. Once again, I was disappointed that Warner Brothers is Warner Brothers owned by Disney?
Probably. They own everything.
Including me.
It's nice to know that they spend all their billions of dollars on making movies like this that do nothing for the world.
I think that's how most movies are, but unless they're like all the proceeds go to charity or something.
Yeah, Disney, nothing goes to charity. I am looking forward to the Dark Phoenix, the new X-Men
I don't
movie.
know. I'm kind of burnt out on X-Men.
You're burned out on Wolverine.
I'm burnt out on
Yeah.
X-Men in general.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Dark Phoenix looks kind of bad. Like the main actor, I don't know what her name is. I feel like she's not.
You feel like
Very
you should know her
enthusiastic.
name? Well, I think that is. I don't know. I don't like to know anyone's name. I wish when I see, what is that girl's name? Jennifer Lawrence. I'm like, oh my god, she.
Oh,
does
you don't
every
like her?
movie ever. She does too much. I think she's in every movie ever. I like learn how to say no. I'm not going to accept this check.
She's funny.
I don't think she's funny. Since when has she been funny?
Wait, really? You don't think she's funny?
No. Did I miss her
Damn.
stand-up special?
Yeah, you did.
Did Netflix give her $100 million too?
No, but Jimmy Fallon did.
Jimmy Fallon is the most unfunniest person in the entire universe.
Not the way he laughs about it.
And yeah, I think he's an insane lunatic.
I think Jimmy Fallon has perfected the fake laugh.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with him. He needs like professional help. Jimmy, if you're listening, seek help. Stop laughing. Give up your talk show too. I don't find your talk show fun. And the only thing I do like from Jimmy is that true confessions, and you have to decide if it's the truth or a lie. I think that's his only game that I find funny. I think he does the dumbest interviews. Yeah, he's a moron in general.
Whoa.
Jimmy, if you're listening, Kobe really wants to be on the show.
I would. You couldn't even pay me to go sit in that audience or go on the show.
Okay,
I
wait,
would go to Conan. I would go to Conan, and then I would go to Jimmy Kimmel,
okay, wait,
and
wait.
that's it.
No.
Say you don't get invited anywhere else. Jimmy comes up to you, Jimmy Fallon. He brings up a suitcase, and he opens it. 500,000. He's like, "Will you be on my show?"
Like Jimmy, no, I don't want to have to keep the audience. I don't support you. I don't want you to make any money. I don't want anyone to watch this. I hope you were dead.
Okay, what if he's like, "Okay, I'm upping the offer, $1 billion."
You're like, Jimmy, you don't have $1 billion. Get out of here. And then I would salt him like Gail the Snail on It's Always Sunny.
Salt him like
You've never seen that episode It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Gail the Snail, and they salt her. They like you would like how kids salt snails to watch them.
I just remember the
Oh God.
those brothers that were always drinking milk.
Oh God, yeah, those were creepy. They had a sister too.
Yeah. And didn't Dennis had sex with her?
I think so. He had sex with everyone.
Oh man. All right, so let's go down to the newsroom and see what Kobe's got cooking up.
Kobe.
There's nothing really going on majorly in the news. You know, we had that shooting in Virginia. You know, another motherfucker shot up some other motherfuckers, and nothing's gonna change regarding gun laws or anything like that.
Kobe being disrespectful as usual.
Well, and then also China blames the U.S. for the trade dispute. So we don't know what's going to happen to that because I don't think Trump understands.
Kobe, what about the music video for Old Town Road?
Oh yeah,
dropped?
didn't they make another? This is their second video or something because they've already made one before the second one. I'm tired of hearing that song. I need like one hit wonder. In 10 years, we're gonna see them on VH1 one hit wonders from the the mid 2000s. I don't know how they describe it.
I've never.
What's gonna happen?
I haven't heard the song yet.
Wait,
You have heard the song.
You have.
It's disgusting.
I haven't. Because I've seen it everywhere, but I just haven't.
So they played it at a poker night.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Which one was it? How does it go?
It's like
It was the one that said Old Town Road.
Yeah, oh wait, like how
in the back?
How's it go? Sing it real quick.
I'm not gonna sing it. We're not gonna because he could sue us. Actually, we cannot. we don't want him to sue us. But he has his deal with Wrangler. Hopefully that goes through because the girls' shorts look really cute. I would like to see some shorts here shortly, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. White people are crazy. And then I think that's basically it. There's nothing that.
Wait, you're forgetting one major event.
What? No one dropped out of the Democratic race for presidency. I mean, we have like 30,000 people.
What about the Mueller report?
Oh yes, I heard that asshole talk, and he said basically everything that I have to say is in the report. So I still think he seemed like a weak punk bitch, like I've been saying forever, and I think that nothing's gonna happen because I don't think. Well, we know that Nancy doesn't want to start the impeachment procedures because she wants to focus on winning the next election cycle, and she thinks that it would rile up his base. And I just don't know why they can't do both. I don't understand why they can't do both. Why they can't still win the election and still push for impeachment. I don't get what her reasoning is there. I don't know if she's looking for more evidence. I would move along on the obstruction of justice if I would tell them that we need to all get on the same page. We're moving away from the obstruction of justice. We're going to focus on his financial crimes, which I'm sure there are plenty. So I would go that route and get him with that than the obstruction things. I would tell the other Democrats to move the fuck on. And if I was her, I would somehow stop having people say they're going to run for president, and they just need to narrow it down to like 2 or 3 people so we can move.
Yeah. So you were saying like in terms of if you had to choose who would get the Democratic vote, who's your choice?
If it was my choice, it would be Elizabeth Warren. Would be my go-to, but she's not high enough in the polls. I don't know why. People don't like her. I think like I said, I think Biden's going to get it.
Yeah.
Just because.
What about
Biden's the homie.
what happened to Bernie? Yeah, you get stickers
I like
on your
Bernie.
car.
I have a Bernie bumper sticker. I have an Elizabeth Warren bumper sticker too. Bernie's not gonna. I think Bernie's number 2. I don't think Bernie's going to get it though. I think Biden will get it. But yeah, I'm okay with Bernie too. But I think Elizabeth Warren has.
That's too bad.
But the most qualified person never gets the job.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the most qualified.
They never get the job. I work in recruitment. I know.
Oh, I thought you said the most qualified gets it. I was like, what?
No, I said no. No. I said the most qualified person never gets the job.
Okay.
And then also, I think there's the Justice Department is preparing an antitrust probe against Google or something right now too. I mean, Google has been sued in the UK as well, but I don't know if anything's going to come from it here in the US. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I think SpaceX is preparing for another launch. I think so. I mean, the Obama. The one thing they didn't take away was Obama's ruling to open up for if any company wants to race, they can, so to speak. They didn't. That's still going on. But other than that, that's all there is really that happened this week.
Yeah. So there's like one big thing, then I guess kind of some other. Oh yeah, Aladdin came out. I think they've been like way under where they want it to be.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
Really?
Aladdin wasn't like the most. I don't think Aladdin was the best Disney movie. It was very.
Yo, Kai, you need to take your Tinder date to go see Aladdin.
Dude, don't even.
That'd be pretty
Bro! James, what did you just say?
I said you need to take your Tinder date to go see Aladdin.
Right before that, you fucking idiot!
What?
I swear to God!
What?
You said, hey!
Oh.
Bro!
No, don't! You idiot, don't mention it! Bro, it's alright. It's alright. We only got like 1 viewer, so we're good.
Fuck you!
The most disturbing thing with this global warming that the Republican Party doesn't think exists. So far to date, as of this year, 70 gray whales have washed up dead on the West Coast.
Gray whales?
70. Yeah, gray whales. So the government is going to do an investigation on what the hell's going on, but
didn't they? I don't know if it was a whale, but there's some kind of something that washed up, or maybe like it was a bunch of some kind of aquatic life that washed up, and they found just a bunch of plastic in their stomachs.
I don't know, but I'm sure that happens because there's a shit ton of plastic in the ocean. I mean, the plastic's even made all the way to the fucking Arctic, and it's frozen in their beds of I don't know, frozen ice.
They did recently. Well, so it's been, I've heard about for like the past couple months, but I don't know if anything's, because you always hear about like some new, like I don't know, like invention or new idea that comes about, and it's like amazing, but you never hear anything back from it. So for the past couple months, I've seen people talking about this mushroom that they found that eats plastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it can like break it down quite easily. But what's gonna happen? Like, are they gonna do anything with it?
I don't know. That would be interesting. He use it as a weapon, probably. Because the CIA full of rat-faced bastards. And then on a lovely note, Kim Kardashian Kim has freed 17 inmates, 17 people who have been in jail, have been freed due to Kim Kardashian. I mean, good for her for doing something, helping people. Just a good thing.
Well, how'd she free them?
Well, a lot of their prison sentences were just ridiculously long. So either they were in there for drug crimes, like they dealt like a pack of coke or something, and the judge gave them life for whatever reason back when they were doing that. So yeah, that's what she's freeing people for. This current case that she's doing, this man asked to get his DNA retested because he claims that he did not kill this person. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Talk about OJ.
Hey, we're not talking about OJ. How is the juice? Because he's still on the loose, and
Wait, what?
the OJ, the juice is on the loose.
Apparently in Vegas, enjoying retirement, playing golf.
Well, from his revelation that he slept with Kim's mother was very interesting.
Whoa.
So let me tell you how he said it went down. So he
Really?
said that he was in a hot tub with I think 2 or 3 of his other buddies. Let me tell you something. I would not be in the hot tub with any of you. So I don't know why he was in any kind of hot tub with his friends. But he was there with his friends, and he said that what is her name? Chris was walking by, and he stood up and dropped his pants, and he had sex with her in the hot tub with his friends all around.
So they're just watching?
Yeah. Well, yes. He did say they were participating. Odd of stuff going on at one time. Yeah. So that was just disturbing. Chris denies it, of course.
Man. Damn.
And so, yes, and someone won that Powerball on Saturday. So 384 million, I think it was, in North Carolina. So shout out to North Carolina. Someone just became rich.
Wasn't the last winner a 24-year-old?
Yeah, that bastard. He's still in the U.S. because he bought some lady at Walmart. Like, I think I forgot. I don't want to say the wrong amount, but I think it was 200 or less. He got her I think he paid for her groceries or something.
Okay.
But yeah, she took a picture. I was like, that's it. he's worth a shit ton of money. But yeah, he's still in the U.S. I don't know why, but he still is.
Maybe he's getting like his financial situation still situated. Maybe he's playing it smart.
He's playing it smart by staying in the same fucking town he lived in for all his life.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes a while to like get your money in the right place. Well, especially when it's that much.
Well, probably, yeah, because you need to divide it to keep it safe in case the bank collapses. But I mean, I don't think people put money in small. I mean, if you're rich, I don't think you put money in small banks, do you? Because they can fall over, and if the FDIC, they only insure you 1,000. Right? Is that correct? Doc, they only insure up to 200,000.
Yeah.
I mean, so he would have to split his. I mean, but when I worked at a bank that used to go by the name of that rhymes with Pales, Pargo. There were people who had like over $100 million in their accounts, so I don't think they care.
Damn. So
that's why they have to bail people. That's why banks have to be bailed out.
So with your time working at the bank, is there a reliable way of how to rob it?
I was never robbed once, and I think if you were like, you would not physical cash, you would not get a lot of it because a lot of it's timed up in the safe, and the safe only opens a certain time of day. I mean, and then you have to constantly. I don't remember, but you have to constantly drop cash too into the slot in the safe. You have to constantly drop cash down in there, so you can't have a lot of money in your drawer. So it's like it'd be pretty worthless to rob a bank. I mean, your best bet would be to do some financial crime or this is an interesting story. So, right, there's a lot of stuff going down with the city of Fort Worth.
Hmm.
So if anyone just wants to Google city of Fort Worth and go to news, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So they fired the head of the IT department. They fired some other people. So basically, this they had like a contract company come in to update security or whatever, and they never changed the passwords. And the passwords are very generic. Well, what the temporary passwords are into the system, and they create fake invoices, and one guy stole like $700,000 from the city, and
Hmm.
so people are all up in arms because it's so people are being fired. IT people are being fired, and the IT guy is suing the city because he thinks he was terminated unfairly. I was like, your job is to protect like the, the IT system. It would seem the reason to me that if there's an attack and you weren't able to prevent it, I mean, it seems like you would lose your job. I could be wrong, but that's how I would see how things are done. So there's and the other people that were fired due to this, they're also suing the city. And people sue cities all the time, and cities usually settle. So I highly doubt that this is going to go to court. Yeah, and so I think it's estimated that each person would get around $1 million. We'll see what happens. You get fired and you get $1 million.
Damn, that's what I want.
You don't do your job properly, you fire you, and then you get a big severance package.
Damn, dude, that's how you make it in America.
And they all have the same lawyer, so the lawyer's going to get paid too.
Nice. All right. So I think we are gonna go head over to Zach. Zach, we got another question here for you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So, let's see. This person. Oh, here's the title of it. My friend's wife tried to start an affair with me. Should I tell my friend? All right, so this dude is 31. We'll call him Tom. And his friend's wife is 32. We'll call her Sally. Okay, so he goes, my friend Simon and I have known each other for years. I've always gotten along reasonably well with his wife. Her name is Sally. For our purposes, since that's the generic name, we're just going to use that name. Anywho, I had an occasion to be alone with her at their house for a few hours. We got to talking. She shared with me a lingering unhappiness in her marriage. As Simon's friend, I was already somewhat aware of their troubles, and I made the mistake of sympathizing with her. She straight up propositioned me to have sex. She said since I was single, I could have some casual fun, and she could get what she wasn't getting in her marriage. So he says that he refused. He told her he wasn't going to betray Simon, and in so doing, destroy 2 relationships. So now, do I tell Simon that his wife tried to be unfaithful to him, or do I let it go? On one hand, I feel like Simon should know, but on the other hand, I feel like doing so would ruin our friendship if he doesn't believe me. So this one's pretty heavy. What do you think?
First off, I just want to say thank you for being brave enough to share that with us, and to all our 10,000 viewers, be more like Tom, right? Be brave. Don't be afraid to ask us those questions. I'll be honest with you guys. I feel like it's gonna be a short one this time. You have to tell him. You have to tell him, as bad as it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned this is your friend of many years. I take it at this point, you guys are more than just like acquaintances. Like you guys are pretty good friends. And at this point, if put yourself in his shoes, if your wife was being unfaithful, right? At the very least, you would want to know so that you could resolve it whether that resolution is divorce or whether y'all work through it, whether they work through it, I should say, right? That's up to them, right? Two adults. But for you gotta let him know, because what's to say that she's unsatisfied? She just doesn't, just because you told her no doesn't mean she can't find someone else who won't tell her no, right? Which would complicate things even more if at that point Simon found out you knew this whole time and didn't tell him. So you gotta tell him.
Okay, straight to the point. I like it.
I strongly disagree.
Oh God, here we go.
I have watched a lot of episodes of Snapped and Forensic Files, and you never tell motherfuckers anything. So what I would do if I was in your situation. Wait, so what happened? Did he just leave the house after he said no? What happened? Did he say? I don't recall.
He didn't say.
He didn't say.
I'm assuming he left because that would have been just awkward.
Okay, well, he sounds like a loser. So this is what I would have done. I would have said, no, thank you, and don't ever bring that up to me again. And I'm not going to tell your husband this time, but if I hear that you're out in these streets doing anything to anyone, we're going to have a fucking problem. That's what I would have said to her. And then I would have left and went to McDonald's to get some. But I would not tell him anything. I would, and if she does cheat on him and he's out skipping around town and then he finds out, I'd be like, I am shocked. She did not seem like the type. Because people snap, or sometimes they already know, and they know already. They're just in denial, and they're gonna get mad at you. I wouldn't tell you anything. Zero. That goes for you guys too. If I knew that your girls were cheating, I would not say anything.
Oh, you like, fucking asshole, dude.
I'd be like, what? I'm like, maybe he's into that. I don't know.
Hell no, dude. If you see a girl that I'm with and she's cheating on me, you better tell me immediately.
Immediately? You want me to call you up at work?
Yes, I don't give a fuck. Tell me that shit.
I saw.
What you better do, Kobe? You better fucking text James pictures of that shit stat.
Yeah, give me some proof too.
Oh, you want proof? You can't take my word for it. Look, that's why you don't tell too, because then they want proof, they want receipts, and you're like, I don't have any proof or receipts. I'm just telling you what I saw and witnessed, and see, people are in denial.
See, if you don't have any proof, Dondre, I'm gonna kill you. All right.
I wouldn't say anything. Don't do it. Don't say anything. Just mind your business. She could have just had a moment of weakness. Who knows? She could have been on taking like that night medicine Ambien or whatever. Who knows what the situation is? I would have just had a plain conversation with her.
I agree with you, Dondre. It could have been for anything. She could have had a moment of weakness, but that's something for them to work through. That's not for you to make that judgment call. You see what I'm saying?
But you are making that judgment call when you tell him. I would have, if you really want to tell your guy, I would have went to her and said, you need to tell him what happened between us, or I'm gonna tell him.
No, so you idiot. Because then she's gonna devise a plan to be like, well, I'm gonna tell him that you tried to touch me.
No. Oh, okay. So if a girl told you that I tried to touch her, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't even touch myself. So why would I touch her?
I would be like, I don't believe you. I'm going to kill you.
So who would you believe? I'd be like, no, this girl is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I told her to have a conversation with you first, and I gave her until midnight tonight, and then I would call you in the morning. No. I would let people correct their own mistakes first before I have to put the nail in the coffin.
Bro, if I see anything happen, I'm telling y'all straight up, like right away.
Yes, I like to know, but I like to know everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But people, I'm telling you, I watched too many episodes of Snapped or
you're gonna use a TV show,
real life TV shows. These are real stories. These are TV shows based on real life. Yes, people are crazy. A lot of people just don't like to know. They already suspect, and they're just too afraid to have a conversation with them. And then when you tell them what you saw or the proof that you have, they just go crazy and they don't want to believe you. I would be like, no. I would mind my business and tell her to never ever talk to me again. And we'll move on with our lives. Plus, secrets are fun too.
If they don't want to believe me, that's their decision. That's not, something that I can make them believe me.
I guess I just told you don't do it. Tom, is this Tom Bergenoff from America's Funniest Home Videos? Like, is your wife cheating on you, Tom? Or why is she cheating on him? There could be a lot of things going on. Is he cheating on her? Is he not sleeping with her in the bedroom? Like, who knows? There's so much stuff going on. I wouldn't get involved. I would mind my business and go home.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, Tom. As usual, some good advice, some bad advice. But send us, anyone else listening, send us your questions. If you have questions about anything, whether it's relationship advice, life advice, what have you, we'll try to help you out, or at least Zach will.
I just gave him the best advice. I saved his life. Zach is gonna get him killed.
All right, so
this is how it's gonna go down. Okay, so the guy comes like, yeah, hey, I need to talk to you. And we're at the house because he's dumb, so he's not going to do it in public. He wants to do it privately because that's an amateur mistake. I would know you have to do it in public. But he goes over to the house. He's like, yeah, your girlfriend, was it his wife or girlfriend? You said wife, right?
Wife.
Yeah. See, look, and then you're gonna break up a marriage. Oh no. He's like, your wife came on to me, so she started touching me. She said that she wants it, and I said no. And I left. I just want to let you know. I don't know what's going on, but I just want to let you know that this is what happened. And then you're going to be like, what? Why? What? Like, why are you over here with my wife? Why are you hanging out with my wife in the first place? Why is this going on? What do you mean she touched you? How did she touch you? What? Like, he wants to ask 10 billion questions. And then you're like, I don't know. This is the first time this has happened. He's like, I don't believe you. Then he stabs you in the neck. And you end up on forensic files. That's how it's gonna go down. He's gonna ask you 10 billion questions that you're not gonna have the answer to. Then he's gonna get angry and he's gonna murder you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or murder the girl. Or murder his wife.
All right, calm down. You've been watching too much of these murder shows. All right, you need to watch some more Godzilla.
People get murdered all the time.
So, moving on to the main story, the main thing I wanted to talk about today is the Ouija board and other paranormal stuff. So, being a man of science, but also a man of God. Dondre, what do you think about the paranormal?
Okay, this is what I believe in. I believe in prayer, magic, and hoping, all equally. No, wait. I don't believe in ghosts or anything like that. I don't believe in witches or demons. But I do like the show Charmed, and I did like the show Angel, and I do like the show Once Upon a Time. But I don't believe in any of that stuff. So isn't Ouija boards made by like that game? What is the gaming company? Hasbro Games.
Yeah, nowadays. I mean, they weren't originally.
Yes, originally they were made by the old Witches Council.
Yeah, that's true.
So no, I don't believe in any of it. I think it's a lot of hokey pokey. I know Zach is afraid because he believes in things like that.
Okay,
but
so
I don't believe in anything.
No, but you believe in God, though.
Yes, but I don't believe in witches because that's crazy.
No. I'm talking about like ghosts and stuff.
No, ghosts. Why would ghosts be real? Because you want to watch. You've been watching too much Ghost Whisper. People don't actually talk to ghosts. Well, I don't believe in mediums either.
People talk to a man in the sky. What's going on here, huh?
Yes. That's where that's your baseline for what's fake. The Man in the Sky and Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, they both are made up imaginations.
Well, glad you're going to hell. But Yes, I don't believe it, but I think it's all fun and game. That's
Okay.
why people dressed up as ghosts on Halloween. Actually, I think it's to scare off Satan, but I'm not really 100.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like, cause I read that somewhere. Like Halloween was like to scare off the demons by dressing up like them. Like, wouldn't that?
Well, I didn't read that. I just learned that from the movie Hocus Pocus on Disney Channel.
Oh yeah, no, that was actually like that's real. That's like some of the part of the I don't know history behind it, but that's weird.
Is it just a U.S. thing, or is Halloween international?
Originally I think it was just in the U.S., but now it's celebrated by like it's big in Japan, but it's not like the
Really?
same. Yeah, but it's not the same here. Like they Halloween there is like just a big party. Like I don't really think they trick or treat or anything.
Oh, they don't have kids coming and knocking on doors
Yeah.
asking for it.
It's just one big party. Like I forget what city it's in, but there's like this on Halloween. The streets are just crowded with people all dressed up. And it's just like one big party in the city.
But that is Japan. Isn't the streets crowded all the time?
No, but more. I guess way more than usual. This is like crowded. Like you can't hardly walk anywhere.
You know what? Maybe they're not that crowded because Japan has they're not having babies. People aren't having kids there, and so they're gonna have a huge. You guys should learn how to speak Japanese because you will be able to get a job in Japan here. Anyway,
About 20 years from now.
a good 20 years from now, when all the people die, or they get swallowed up by the sea, which is
I don't know. They live really long over there. They have a long life expectancy. You might be waiting a while.
Damn it. Well, looks like we'll have to drop another fat boy.
Whoa.
And get that reference. That's a World War II. No, yes, this isn't real, but it is fun to like move the thing around. And I think we did it one time at your house when we were like in middle school, and I swear like the doors opened and slammed.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, that just happens or something like that.
That just happens.
No, I swear that's what you said. Like we heard it sounded like the bedroom doors and the front door opened and slammed all at the same time, and you're like, oh, that just happens sometimes. I'm serious. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah, dude, that just happens. You know, you don't ever see like doors just open and slam.
And then Michelle, is it Michelle and I, or me and Michelle? I don't know.
Made love.
We were in what?
What?
You pervert! No. We were like, I don't know where everyone else was, but we took the Ouija board, close the door.
What?
Yes. Wait, and her mom like walks in and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she like leaves.
Yo, what the heck?
Just like leaves the door open and like looks back at us and we're like.
Yeah, that
A little bit of a childhood seance.
I can't believe she let y'all just play with it. I would have been like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
Yeah, she was like, "What the?" And her face was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And that was the beginning of the end. That's why I think Michelle didn't give me that cannoli that day. I wanted that cannoli, but she never talked to me ever again. Let's get her on the phone.
Yeah, I remember that night when we messed with the Ouija board. It was like after we all watched like a scary movie or something, so we were like all hyped up about it. But yeah, no, that Ouija board. So I have it now, but yeah, that Ouija board was my parents'. It was made like in 1970s. Before
It was made in 1776.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if it was that old. But
That would be.
Yeah.
When was it first made?
It was so the one that I had or have right now from my parents. It was made before Hasbro started making it. Whoever made it before them, I think. It's still in really good condition too. It's like almost because I guess it's hardly been used. We've only used it a few times. Like remember when we went to Myrtle's Haunted Plantation, Louisiana.
Oh yes,
And
yes,
no one,
and we
no one knew I brought it, and I pulled it out. Yeah, remember?
and we couldn't summon anything. Damn it to hell!
So when we first got there to Myrtle's Haunted Plantation, they told us no. They're like, no Ouija boards allowed. No, like I forget what else they said, but there's a couple other things they said wasn't allowed. But yeah, specifically they said no Ouija boards. But we did it anyways.
Why did it become? Why did? Okay, so according to the Smithsonian, in February 1891, the first advertisements for the Ouija, called Ouija, the Wonderful Talking Board, Pittsburgh Toy and Novelty Shop.
Yeah, by businessman Elijah Bond.
So when did it become like evil?
Well,
Because
so the original, the original, I guess, origins of it is actually from China at 1100 AD. They were found. Historical documents have been found in the Song Dynasty. About it's not exact. It's not the same, but it's like, I guess, their version of, like, the first version of it known. The method was known as Fuji, or planchet writing. The use of planchet writing as a ostensible means of necromancy and communion with the spirit world.
Necromancy is the most evilest form of witchery,
So apparently,
Behind racism.
in case you were wondering.
yo. So yeah, so Zach, welcome back. So
Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good. So did you hear we were talking about the origins of the Ouija board? Did you hear that part?
No, I just got back.
Yeah, so the origins were actually originally from China in the Song Dynasty.
Really?
Yeah, around 1100 AD in the Song Dynasty.
And those fucking Chinese make everything.
So they
Wait, what is the difference? So so the Ouija board is used to communicate with the spirits. Wait, the undead or the dead? Oh wait, so they're
sorry, the dead.
Wait, okay. So what's the difference between that and a crystal ball? Doesn't a crystal ball
sees like the future or
communicate?
something.
Yeah.
But I thought
Two
you could
different
still,
things.
like, summon people. But
No, you're thinking of like a medium.
Oh, okay. So all this make believe stuff all runs together. You see.
Yes. So also in the Song Dynasty, the method for them, they called it Fuji, Fuji, Fuji. So they use it for necromancy and a communion with the spirit world. And at the time, it was a central practice in the Quanzhen school until it was forbidden by the Qing dynasty.
People always be forbidden stuff.
So that's the first origins that people have found in, I guess, in documents. Yeah, and then like you said, they popularized it. They mass produced it with what's his name, Elijah Bond.
Mass production.
Yeah. So, and then yeah, I don't know. To be honest, like that's kind of like weird, like because people were like way more religious back then. It's weird that they were able to get away with making this board that, because right out the gate, like if you're a religious person, these people are claiming this board lets you talk to, people in the afterlife. Like, you think they'd like burn that shit to the ground like right away?
Like the Salem witch trials.
Yeah, like.
Quickly, how many witches were burned to death?
11.
3.
0. They don't actually. No one was actually burned in the witch trials. They were all hung. You hang witches.
Some of them were burned, I swear.
No, that was just for the book. But
Okay, so if I look this
there
up
you go.
right now, you're telling me you're telling the truth right now. Salem witch trials.
Yeah, right now.
All right, let's see.
Okay, let's see. How many witches were burned?
Salem witch trials. Okay, hold on. Let's skip to the I guess the executions here.
Yes, you see, none of the condemned was burned at the stake. You lunatics! I'm always right. And that's from the History Channel, history.com.
You can't trust
Oh,
them
they lie.
with the ancient aliens.
Yeah, what? Because they have ancient aliens that you can't believe them now? You bastard.
So that's just the Salem witch trial, but I swear witches have
I
been
was
burned for
referencing
sure.
the Salem witch trials.
Yeah. But yeah. So oh yeah, so we were kind of talking about it when we went to the Myrtle's Haunted Plantation. We secretly smuggled in the Ouija board, and then
Okay, I don't think you didn't smuggle it in because
I smuggled
it's not
it in.
illegal.
Yeah,
So
I smuggled.
you
They
brought it
told
with
us.
you.
They told us if we brought a Ouija board in there, they would arrest us and send us to the spirit
You
world.
are a lunatic. Okay. Send you to the what the heck? Arrest you and send you to the spirit world?
Yeah, dude. That's what I remember. That happened. Okay, so
They would late abortion you and you would just
late term abortion. All right. So later that night, after we had thoroughly explored the plantation, we brought out the Ouija board, got out Dondre's little recording device, and started.
where was Zach at? Why weren't you there?
Oh, I was there in spirit.
Yeah.
I see.
It's like, so we started trying to summon. I forget the spirits. Oh, it was wasn't it Chloe? Chloe, yeah.
Khloe Kardashian? Why were we trying to summon Khloe Kardashian?
Shut up. You know what I mean. The supposedly spirit that was haunting the place.
Oh my god, it looks so good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. And then remember at first, like, we were using the recording device, and after we were done, we listened to it again, and like whenever we would call out the name, we would hear static. But then we realized it's because the phone interference.
Oh, well, we never ruled that out, phone interference, because remember we put the phone out, but I still have the recordings, and it still has that sound on it.
Really?
So we weren't able to rule that out.
Oh, I thought we did.
No, that was the thing, remember?
But yeah, so yeah, other than that, nothing happened. There was no scary stuff.
Something happened. It's okay. You can admit it.
You touched
James
me inappropriately.
Was sexually assaulted by a ghost. Okay.
Yeah, no. I wish we could have stayed like actually in the house though. We had to stay in those cabins like just outside the house.
Those were the spookiest because you can't see anything outside at night.
Yeah, and you kept opening the blinds.
Anyone could see you and just come in there and murder us.
Yeah, dude. That's why I kept trying to close them because like they can see us, but we can't see outside. And God, that was like in a horror movie. But yeah, I wonder if in the house if the people experienced anything when like at night.
Yeah, just probably death.
Like sex?
God.
Oh, that'd be so gross. You think people were doing it in there? Ugh.
I don't know.
What the?
What a weird place to have sex. That haunted place.
See, some people are into that.
Necrophilia.
That's what Dondre's into.
Ooh la la.
I'm not into anything.
Actually?
So did you put that on your Tinder profile that you're a Ouija board expert?
No, because I'm not an expert, but
What the heck? You should become. Oh my god, that's what we need to do. We need to open up a Ouija board. What the heck? She hasn't accepted my friend request. Oh hell no. We need to open up a Ouija board school. It'd be fantastic.
I think actually they have something like that. So remember last year that girl that I told you about that I was talking to, she thought she was a witch. She was gonna take
What?
Yeah, I told you about
Oh,
this, right?
you date some freakos.
Okay,
You date a
yeah.
lot of freaks. I
Yeah.
have to.
So she thought she was a witch, and she like literally like she said that she practiced I guess
Wicca? She was a
like
Wicca?
straight up like witchcraft, and she like had like what's it called? She had a place like an altar where she practiced at, and she said she always
Altar? What the?
yeah, and she said she always had like rocks in her pockets, like magic rocks or something. But yeah, that was weird. So she was telling me about she was gonna go to there's this witch store apparently in the Dallas area that people go to. Um, so I think they probably do it there. They probably like have Ouija boards and all that kind of stuff there. And there's probably like a back room where they teach you magic.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you magic. Okay,
Should
so
be
there's
a
a group.
teacher there.
There is a group of women in Fort Worth that meet twice a month, but their meetings are more mystical than you might think. Raven Moon leads the local witches of Fort Worth, a group dedicated to the understanding and implementation of witchcraft. All right, so it looks like I'm taking a trip. Wow, all these people are like old as hell.
What the
What the heck? This is disturbing. Oh god, that's hilarious. I'm gonna go to one of these meetings and I'll report back to you.
Okay. You have a lot to report back on. You still have to talk to Charlie about his Area 51 knowledge. So now you have this, the witch. You have to infiltrate their group and find out what kind of magic's going on. I think there was something else you were gonna do too.
Oh, the pen pal, the prison pen pal.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, you gotta get on all of this now that you have a work from home job.
Oh, I know. Rat face. Okay. How this is interesting. So the journalist who wrote about these Fort Worth witches,
Mhm.
I can't find him anywhere anymore. So he had his LinkedIn profile, but the LinkedIn profile is not LinkedIn, excuse me. His Twitter profile. His Twitter profile is non-existent anymore. There's a website attached to. He went to. Oh wait, hold on now.
What is it?
What? I don't. The fuck? How are you still an intern after you? Well, I guess he just graduated in 2017, so I guess he can still be an intern. Okay, never mind. Found him. I thought he had met some horrible fate by the hands of the witches.
Maybe. You never know. Maybe they're impersonating him.
What?
Yeah, making it seem like he's alive.
Oh, they are supposed to be redoing that Great Witch movie. I forget what it's called, but it was awesome. I remember watching it as a kid. But anyway, back to the Ouija board.
You talking about that one that was like on Disney?
What?
Sabrina?
No. It wasn't no. This was like it was a big. You don't remember the girls were like really hot in it. Let me see.
What?
Witches movie, 3 girls. The Craft. You don't remember The Craft in 1996?
What was it about?
No.
And it's like these 4 girls. They became witches, and as you would expect with teenage girls, they just ruined everyone.
That's like the American Dad episode.
Yeah, they probably were making fun of this, but they're remaking The Craft, and I'm telling you, that movie was so. And they should probably remake Hocus Pocus too.
Why are you obsessed with witches? You're also watching that Sabrina one.
Listen, that one got 15 million. Budget was 15 million. They made 55 million. That movie. Yeah, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix. If anyone has not watched that, Zach, have you watched that yet on Netflix?
Of course, right after you told me.
No, you better. It is it is so bloody good.
I think you secretly. So that's the reason you're gonna go to this witch meeting because you want to become one.
Oh,
Nope. Nope. You know, witches probably burn in hell.
I
You know, where
knew it.
Where
I
you're going.
freaking knew it. You crazy person. Oh my god.
What the heck? You crazy lunatic. No. Oh my gosh. The Craft. I'm gonna go buy this.
Mm-mm.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it on All Hallows Eve.
Hell no. We're gonna be watching some scary. We're probably okay. This next Halloween is gonna be different. The last time you led us to the wrong haunted house, and we got
Oh God, with all the mud.
yes.
Oh dear God, that was so awful.
Yeah, that was weird. I can't believe we didn't realize it was the wrong one.
Mike Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. But that was like as soon as we pulled up. I mean, I don't know why we didn't realize like that wasn't it. Like it looked completely different.
We have to find that one. It's hidden somewhere. It's
Yeah,
hidden from us.
I mean, all we have to do is go to Goatman Bridge because it's like right there,
Yeah.
right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk the opposite direction. Yes. Yes. That's what I have to do. But I got all these super old vintage Halloween scary movie. And I got this weird ass VHS tape for $15 I paid for.
Mhm.
And it's like it's called like The Invasion of the Cockroaches. And it's a mixture of animation and live action from like the 90s. And according to New York Times, it's the greatest action film ever produced. And that's the New York Times. I swear it's on the New York Times. It's like highly rated. It's crazy. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I think
So, Zach, what do you think of this Ouija board thing? Why don't you play with it?
because I don't play with myself.
But you're playing with the dead.
Oh. Okay.
Do you believe in ghosts and goblins and demons and all the other things that go bump in the night?
Do you?
No. But do you?
Wait, so if you don't believe in it, then why do you use the Ouija board?
yeah. Why are you a witch?
The same reason why I play with my Bop It is think I'm
What?
gonna be like a really good like Bop It player. I just do it for fun. You think I'm actually want to contact the dead? Now, if we were playing the Ouija board and then something came out of the board, I'd be like, "What in the Harry Potter is going on here?"
Yeah, right. You'd probably be like, "Take me, demon. I'm ready."
I would then if a demon just appeared on top of the board we were playing on, I'd stab him right in the neck.
What if he was like
and
a
I would
small demon though, like
then
only
I'd
like
stab
5 inches
James.
tall?
Like he's like an evil fairy. He
but
released the evil
but you
fairy,
can't
the dark fairy.
stab him. He's like I don't know, like just not stabbable. Okay, it just goes right through him, and he's just like. You know those like on like TV shows you have like your angel on your one shoulder, the devil on the other.
Yeah.
He's like that for you, but he's the only one. And he like just doesn't leave you alone, and he just tells you to do bad shit all the time.
That would be weird. But Zach, what is it? So what? You believe in? So you believe in it? So you're not going to? Listen. This is why you need to watch the Skeleton Key. So it's about voodooism in Louisiana, and it only worked on people who believed in it. I'm not saying that's your situation, but I'm just saying in general, if people play with the Ouija board. Like the same reason why people play with those cards that can tell your future. What are those cards called, James?
I know what you're talking about. Tarot cards.
Yeah, tarot. Yes, they're penny dreadful, as well. Yes, the same reason for fun. I don't think they'll tell your actual future. That'd be crazy because the future is always changing. in the biggest ways by the smallest of things. It's a quote for some movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But Zach, what is it? Do you believe or do you not believe?
Your mom.
So Zach believes, and that's why he doesn't want to play with it. Don't worry, America. This Halloween, we'll tie him up and we'll force him to play. Much like the movie Saw, but without all the death and the blood.
What the fuck?
We'll tie him down, and then James, you'll take his left hand, and I'll take his right hand, and we'll force him to play. Much like the movie Jumanji, when they tricked that girl into dropping the dice.
Alrighty, so you heard it here first. That's another promise that Dondre has made that he has to see through to the end.
Yeah, so unless the world collapses, the global economy collapses, people go crazy, Trump starts a war, pending all those things don't happen. We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. I think we're going to call it there. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Again, if you have any questions or anything, comments or anything, email is in the link below. Feel free to shoot us, whatever you want. And we'll see y'all next time.
In your dreams.